Stoicism isn't about comfort. It isn't a mindset of constant positivity or just be happy. Stoicism is a philosophy of mastery of yourself when everything else is falling apart. It's about staying steady when life becomes chaotic, when people disappoint you, when pain arrives without warning. A true Stoic doesn't run away from discomfort. He doesn't chase comfort or demand fairness from the world. He seeks something far deeper, unshakable strength. Strength that remains calm when everything around him is loud. Strength that stays disciplined when temptation screams. That is real power. And real power is not measured by muscles, money, or popularity. Real strength is found in self-control. If you want to become unstoppable, there are 4 areas you must master. Not because the world will change, but because you will. You will transform into someone who doesn't break under pressure, who doesn't react impulsively, and who doesn't need validation from others to live boldly. These 4 areas are 1. Your words, 2. Your thoughts, 3. Your emotions, 4. Your finances. If you master these, you will never be controlled again. If you fail them, you will remain trapped no matter how successful you become. 1. Control your words. The mouth is the first battlefield. Because when you lose control of your speech, you expose your weaknesses. A weak person speaks before thinking. They react before understanding. They complain, they insult, they seek attention, they try to prove themselves. Words are not harmless. They are commitments. When you speak, you reveal what you believe, what you value, and what you accept. If you constantly speak like a victim, your mind becomes one. If you speak in fear, you train your mind to fear. If you speak dishonestly, you slowly turn into a lie. A Stoic doesn't speak to be heard. He speaks to be understood, and if no one understands, he stays quiet. How to control your words. Pause before speaking. Avoid emotional language. Stop defending yourself. Stop complaining. Speak less and mean more. 2. Control your thoughts. The mind is the true battleground. Your mind decides whether life is a prison or a training ground. Stoicism teaches that suffering doesn't come from events, it comes from your interpretation of them. A Stoic asks, what is within my control, what is not? Then he focuses only on what he can change. How to control your mind. Be aware of the stories you tell yourself. Replace fear with reason. Practice negative visualization. Train your attention. Replace should with accept. 3. Control your mood. Your mood is your emotional weather. The world is full of storms. The wise person still feels pain, but they don't let pain control them. When your mood controls you, you become impulsive, you make poor choices, and you chase temporary comfort. That is how people become slaves to emotion. How to control mood. Identify the trigger. Practice emotional distance. Use breathing to calm yourself. Pause before reacting. 4. Control your money. Money is not evil, but it is a test. It reveals your discipline, priorities, and weaknesses. When money controls you, you lose freedom. Stoicism teaches that money is neutral, it's just a tool. Use it wisely, and it will serve you. Let it control you, and you become its prisoner. How to control money. Spend less than you earn. Avoid debt. Save consistently. Don't let money define your identity. If you control these 4 areas, words, thoughts, mood, money, you become unstoppable, you become free. If this video made you think differently, like it and comment which of the 4 you struggle with most. And if you want more Stoic lessons for strength, discipline, and calmness, subscribe and turn on notifications.